So in order to introduce the final exercise in this module, let's first of all take a look at the commands that are illustrated as an example in the MATLAB help information for plot 3. And what we have is a specification of time, and MATLAB actually just puts the sine and cosine straight into the plot 3, their example. I'm pulling them out separately to illustrate a point. So we have a specification of time, we have a specification of x values, we have a specification of y values. We're using plot 3 in order to do a 3D plot, and then we've got some titles on there. Now, we can actually run this thing directly from the edit window with the run command there, and let's go ahead and do that. And we get this really beautiful looking helix. Okay, well that's all fine, and we've got a title on there, and we've got the X, Y, and Z axis labels. I've got them generic because, again, this is an artificial example. It's not representing any particular physical quantity. But what I wanted to illustrate is what you can do with this rotate 3D capability. And you put it in a certain place, push down on the mouse, and then left button on the mouse, and then move it around. And what you can see is that you can vary the perspective. Now, notice in the lower left-hand corner it says as minus 24 L 54. So that's azimuth minus 24 degrees, elevation positive 54 degrees. And so if you have a particular view that you think is really cool, then you take a look at that, and so you say, okay, azimuth minus 42, L plus 42. Okay, well that's easy. So let me get rid of that. And let me go ahead in here and say, no, it's view. And the first one is azimuth, so that was minus 42. Next one is elevation, that's plus 42. Alright, we save that. And then go ahead and run it. And voila, and it doesn't show it here, but if we started the tool, what you would see is that, sure enough, it's minus 42 and plus 42. So what this does is illustrate how you can use the interactive tool to figure out what view you like, and then you can capture that and put that into your plot commands so that you can reproduce it at a later time without having to play with it all the time. Now this helix is interesting. I mean, if you look at it from the top view, say, huh. If you look at it from the top view, it's a circle. Okay, that's interesting. If you look at it from the side, let's rotate this around like that. And yeah, let's see. That's one of the things that makes it difficult about this. It's really hard to get it to play just right, which is another good reason to use the commands in the M file. But what we can see here is we're looking at the XZ axes. Basically, we're looking on the XZ plane, and yeah, there we go. Got it perfect. And if you look at it from the side, you realize, that's a sinusoid, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. You take this basically circle, and then you move it in time, and you project it on one of the two axes, and you end up with you get sinusoids. All right, so that gives you an idea of what's going on with the 3D view. You're going to have a chance in your homework to make a slightly different kind of helix, and you're going to create some different views and capture them. And you should have everything in your toolbox now that you need in order to do that.